Potentially insightful and powerful analytical tools, the new electronic databases used to drive corporate planning often lead to blank hypotheses, chiefly in quantitative science and finance. Areas in which inventive solutions achieved in the past by more traditional means have been highly blank. So there's a lot going on in this text completion. It is one sentence, and that's part of the reason why it's so difficult. But what we want to start off by noticing here is that these new tools are potentially insightful. So potentially insightful. So that's a positive, but what about this part here with the blank? They're coming up with these or leading to these certain hypotheses. Does that mean that that blank is a positive or negative? So if we're not sure, let's leave that and let's actually go to the other blank. Sometimes this will help you get a sense of what must go in the first blank. And this is a very difficult text completion, so it does take a little bit of dissecting before we can just kind of throw our own word in there. So we look at the second blank. It says that these are areas in which inventive solutions, and I'm going to kind of underline this inventive solutions part, achieved in the past by more traditional means have been highly blank. So these are inventive solutions. These are good things, even though the means are traditional here. Inventive solutions have shown to be what? Well, something positive. And so what I'm going to do now is go to actually the second blank and look for a word that's positive. Let's look here at suspect. Is suspect positive? Well, something's suspect, it's fishy. Definitely not positive. Then we have adequate, which is a very neutral word, so that's gone. And finally, efficacious, which means producing the desired result, which is definitely what we're going for here. Now, as for the sentence, is the first blank the same? That is it also a positive? Or is this first blank a negative? So that's the question. So we're going to go back here and kind of dissect it again, starting with this potentially insightful. So potentially insightful, new tools, wow, these big databases, they can actually often lead to what? Something that is maybe not so positive. Why? Well, in the past, these inventive solutions, the positive, are usually achieved by more traditional. These new machines definitely aren't traditional. So we know that there are negative. So I've circled the negative up here again. And we now go through the first blank looking for a negative word. Creditable. Well, something's creditable. It is relatively positive. And again, we're going for negative, so that is gone. Cogent. If you're not sure about cogent, you can leave it. And then we go to inelegant. So obviously a negative. That's what we're going for here. Something that is elegant is straightforward and simple. Something that's inelegant is not straightforward. It's not really helpful. It's convoluted, and that works perfectly here. Cogent, by the way, this word right there actually means something that's very clear and compelling and straightforward, so that's definitely the opposite of what we're going for, and that leaves us with inelegant and efficacious.